Hey guys, Chris here from Fastlane Academy, and in this video I'm going to show you how to cancel, close, or delete your Amazon seller account. But don't do that just yet, because rather than just closing your account and walking away with nothing, I'm going to show you how you can possibly make hundreds or even thousands of dollars for your account, even if you never made a dime selling on Amazon or even lost money. So be sure to watch all of this video for all the details. So there's a lot of reasons why people decide that they don't want to sell on Amazon anymore. Maybe you couldn't make it work, or maybe you just put a lot of time and capital in it for very little profits, and it's just not worth your time or capital anymore. So, selling on Amazon, it can be really, competitive, and it takes a lot of capital investment, and sometimes it just doesn't make sense to just keep doing it, and that's okay, because a lot of times you don't find that out till you've been selling for a while. So before we show you how to cancel or delete your Amazon seller account, there is something that you are probably not aware of. It's actually a very controversial subject, so it piqued our curiosity when we found out about it. Your seller account is possibly worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. And up until about a month or two ago, we had no idea this was the case. So, even if you didn't make anything on Amazon, or, you even lost money, like I said earlier, there's buyers lined up that want to purchase Amazon seller accounts. I've seen this subject come up in a lot of the, forums and Facebook groups I'm in. And it's really interesting because a lot of the groups don't even allow you to pose this question, and the subject is just very tight-lipped, and, I really don't know why, but like I said, that piqued our curiosity. So we wanted to find out more and, perform a little experiment. So I will get to that information in just a minute, but I want to cover one more thing before we do. So you're probably wondering, who on earth would want to buy a seller account, especially if it wasn't profitable? And there's a lot of different reasons. We actually contacted one of the Amazon seller account brokers that do this to kind of ask them, what was their primary customer. And like I said, there's a few different scenarios, but they said mainly there's two situations that normally warrant someone wanting to buy an account. And surprisingly enough, their number one customer is major, successful, existing Amazon sellers. And the reason why is because they want a backup account, and sometimes, 2 or 3 backup seller accounts, because, Amazon is notorious for suspending Amazon seller accounts for little to no justification whatsoever. If you've been in any Amazon seller groups, the big ones, you've probably seen this happen multiple times. And so, imagine some of these guys are doing over 6 figures a month on Amazon, and Amazon only allows you to create one seller account for life. So, if they decide that you violated some vague rule or policy they have, and, they suspended you, you wake up overnight after doing 6 figures a month and your, account is gone, game over, that causes a lot of them to lose sleep at night. So that's their primary customer. And then another popular reason is there's a lot of people overseas who are in countries that, they don't qualify to sell on Amazon because of their location, and they desperately want to operate a legitimate business on Amazon. So, purchasing an existing account is their only option. So how do you sell your Amazon account? Well, like I said, there's Amazon brokers that buy and sell these accounts. So before you just cancel or delete your account, you might want to consider getting an offer from one of these brokers, rather than just, closing it out, deleting it, and walking away and getting nothing. So like I said earlier, I'm not going to get into the, moral or ethical debate of, this subject, but it's something that, a lot of sellers just aren't aware of, and we wanted to provide that information so you can make a decision to see if it's a right fit for you. So, first, let me give a disclaimer. When making any major business decisions, such as, opening, operating, closing a business, you should consult a licensed business attorney for legal advice. Fastlane Academy does not offer legal advice, and the information on the website page and our YouTube channel should not be construed as such, and only for informational purposes. So now that legal disclaimer is out of the way, let's talk about a few factors that you need to consider before thinking about selling your account. So first, obviously if your seller account is suspended, then it's not valuable. Nobody's going to want to buy an account that's suspended. And then if you have a lot of negative feedback in your seller account, I mean an excessive amount, everybody gets negative feedback, but if you have an excessive amount and you have a lot of really bad performance notifications. Now, all sellers get performance notifications, but we're talking about the really serious ones where you've violated, IP infringement and things like that. Then your account is probably high risk and might not be valuable. So you probably wouldn't want to pursue it in those cases because, no buyer is going to want to assume a high risk account. So also, if you created a legal entity like an LLC or a corporation and you're going to continue doing business under that, entity, you're just not going to be selling on Amazon anymore, then it's probably not a good fit for you. But if your account is in good standing, even if it's been dormant for a while, if you haven't used it in a while, then it's probably quite valuable. There aren't many Amazon brokers out there, and there's always a risk of dealing with an illegitimate company. So what we decided to do is perform an experiment and a case study. So let me tell you about that. So we were part of a local Amazon sellers group that used to meet here around Tampa, Florida. And this was several years ago. And, we met locally, and we also were in a little private, small Facebook group. And, over the years, some of the guys did okay, some didn't do so well. And a lot of them just decided that it wasn't worth their time anymore, and they stopped selling on Amazon. And, the group eventually disbanded, but, the Facebook group still existed. So, what we wanted to do is we wanted to conduct an experiment, if we could, to kind of test this theory. Because like I said, as controversial as it is, we really just wanted to see, okay, what's the deal? How does this work? And can you really sell your Amazon seller account? So what we did was, we found 3 individuals from that group, and we just messaged them and, told them, said, hey, we just found out about this. Is this something that, you might want to look into? And, none of them had actually closed their accounts. They were all still open. They just hadn't used them in a couple of years. So, they just stopped selling. And so all 3 of them said, hey, yeah, we'd be very interested. And, so we asked, hey, we're going to give you the contact details for one of them. We just picked one of the brokers that we found that just appeared to be the most legitimate based on their website. And we said, hey, contact these guys, go through the process. Of course, do your due diligence, be mindful of security, and whether you sell your account to them or not, just get back with us on the details of your experience so we can kind of share this with our viewers. And we were actually very surprised at the results. So let me tell you what happened. So a few days later, all 3 of them got back with us, and they had all 3 successfully sold their Amazon seller accounts to this broker, and they all got several $1,000s for them. Now, keep in mind their seller accounts were older, and I guess, there's some factors that go into the valuation, but the older the account, I guess the more valuable it is. But they were all really happy. And so we asked them, hey, what was the process that you went through? Can you share that with us? And so it was the same process that the broker explained to us, when we contacted them. So basically the way it worked was the broker arranged for a screen share meeting with each one of them so they could, log into their seller account and they could look and make sure, all those details I was telling you about earlier with feedback, performance. They just wanted to make sure the account, wasn't a high risk account. And so once they did that, they made them an offer. And then, when they accepted, the broker actually transferred the money to them. I think they did it by PayPal, and they transferred the money to them first, which I thought was quite interesting. And once they had received the funds and confirmed that they had received the funds, then the broker set up a second meeting where, they transferred all the sensitive information over to the buyer. And, the entire process just took a few days. And, we asked them about the security of it. They were, they all said, hey, they felt really comfortable because, nothing changed hands until they actually got paid. And so, we thought that was quite interesting. And in fact, one of them, it was actually really emotional because, one of the guys in the study, we're not going to reveal any names, of course, but, he was having some serious financial difficulties. I think even at one point he couldn't even afford to buy Christmas presents for his kids, and he was having a rough time. And he had actually lost a lot of money on Amazon because he had put it all into one product that was a really bad choice and couldn't afford to launch anymore. So, you know, it really felt good when he told us, hey, you know, I was able to get caught up and get ahead. And so that was a pretty cool thing. So like I said earlier, guys, I'm not going to get into a debate over this because it's such a hot topic. You know, we just presented the information and you have to decide for yourself if it's a right fit for you. You know, it's your business, your situation, your decision. But if you do decide that this is something that you want to do and you want to get in contact with the broker that the 3 individuals in our case study used and we're really happy with, then what we did was we set up a page on our website where you can submit your information and have that broker contact you. So I'm going to put that link in the description below this video. So, you know, if that's what you want to do, click on it and submit your information. Broker will contact you to look at your account and then make you an offer as long as your account's in good standing. So once again, one more disclaimer. Keep in mind, Fastlane Academy does not own this company. We do not buy or sell Amazon seller accounts. We simply offer an introduction to them because, you know, so many Amazon sellers have no idea, you know, that this service exists. We do not assume any liability. And of course, you know, advise you, just like we did with the guys in our case study, perform your own due diligence, you know, seek an attorney if that's something you think you need to do. And go to the website, look at the, you know, disclaimers. We do have a referral agreement with this company. And so if that's what you want to do, then go ahead and do that. And if you decide that that's not a good fit for you and you just want to close or delete your seller account, let me jump over to the computer real quick, share my screen, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay guys, if you do decide that you want to just close your account and cancel it forever, then it is a very simple process. I took a screenshot here. All you're going to do is log into your Amazon Seller Central account, and then up in the right hand corner you're going to see this settings link right here. Just click on that and go right here to account info and click on that button, and then on the next page, I believe it's over on the left hand side, you're going to see a box like this that says account management, and you just go down here to the close account. Click on that and follow the instructions and Amazon will take care of it. Okay, so hey, I hope you enjoyed the information that I presented in this video today. So if you did, be sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel, and be sure to click on the notification bell so you get notified whenever we post new videos, because what we're going to be doing this year is we're going to be creating a lot of new videos that show you how to make money online outside of Amazon. And you're not going to want to miss that. So make sure you do that, and thanks for watching.